Wanted to thank you, AgCam, back in the grain cart out of the shop this morning. And then it dawned on me, we got the camera set up. I turned it on, there was a pickup parked behind me. If I wouldn't have turned it on, I would have been embarrassed and backed right into it. Thank you, AgCam. These things are great. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. Just getting ready to get the day started. And it's a cold... I put my sweatshirt on backwards. Anyhow, let's get the day started. Now I'm all mixed up putting my shirt on backwards. Pulling the safety pins out on the head.
That's the safety bar. It keeps the head from falling down. You always put that down before you get under the corn head. Always.
Let's see. Whoa.
We're gonna try to flip these augers around and hopefully they'll end up right at the same spot so that way this will work.
See that ladder right there? I'm gonna have to climb that ladder. Yesterday I think I climbed it 10 times. I was tired by the 10th time. I kept dropping things, probably 35, 40 feet up there. Well, I just climbed a bend. I'm gonna grease the bearing under here on this auger. And I get on top of the bend, take the grease gun, I pull the trigger, grease gun's out of grease. So now I gotta climb all the way down the bend. Have you ever had that happen? The hardest spot, grease gun runs empty. For some of you that may not know what a grease gun is, this is a grease gun. Speaking of this grease gun, it actually got ran over by a tractor and it still works. Well, just ran in to get lunch for me and the boys. Got hungry, so we're doing pizza today. And I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was a good job for Daddy Cornstar. If you want to do it right, you get the food. So if you get hungry, you can eat on the way home.
Lunchtime. Just got back from lunch and guess who pulled in? Any guesses? That's right, you guys remember Pete from Youngblut Ag. AgLeader guy. We'll just call him that, AgLeader guy. So if you need anything for your AgLeader needs, Pete is your guy. If you want to check out his website, the link's in the description. Let's go see what he's up to. I'll tell you what, Jordan, the Haggy guy, had a super nice truck. Pete has a super nice truck. And guess what the common theme is? They're not farmers. I'm in the wrong profession.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to adjust our pin placement on our on-track 3, put it in a different place so that way we can not have the motor in the way of the key. And once we've got that done, we'll do our setup in our display and be able to calibrate the steering and do vibration calibration on the combine and be ready to go take corn out.
What made you grow the beard?
That's my annual harvest beard. You got to do that every fall. You just kind of like No Shave November, only it's all the way through harvest.
Oh boy, Cooper's gonna be so mad we're running over his alfalfa. Woo! I'm glad I'm not the one driving the combine right now.
Non-rundown grass, dead on, which looks like we are. That's what we want. Straight passes on beans.
We usually let Dad run the combine when we're doing beans, and the fields kind of end up looking like this, and he always seems to miss a few beans, so we should eliminate that problem with this.
I like the yield monitor, probably a dumb question. Does it, like on corn, is that dry bushels that figures it to then, or wet bushels?
You have both.
Pete finally left, thank goodness. He'll just talk your ear off. You gotta be careful around him. We're gonna head back into the auger site here, see if we can get these augers set up, and hopefully we can get all this done today. And now we can put a wagon right where I'm standing and it'll dump straight into these, and then we can pick if it's going to that bin or that bin.
Yeah, because that auger should be able to go over that wagon, because we can slide that auger over this way more. Hey, hi everybody. I didn't know I was on camera. But yeah, that should work, Cole, because we can push this one in a little bit further, take that auger, pull it this way a little bit, take a side dump wagon here. Guaranteed to work till we use it. The word of the day. Well, we ran into a problem with the shaft. PTO shaft is on this side, which we're gonna have this PTO coming across here, this shaft here, this one here. So it looks like we determined we can take the bolts out underneath the gearbox. We can actually turn the gearbox up and over so we can put the PTO shaft on that side. So we gotta try it and see if it works. It should. Otherwise we're gonna have troubles with two motor packs sitting over here.
Ready?
Ah!
You guys have been badgering us long enough. We broke in and we're gonna use one of these poly boot, whatever you want to call it, things under there. Would you look at that? Now I know you guys were doubting Daddy Cornstar the entire time, but I had faith in him that this was gonna work. Well, lightning didn't strike, so I think we're okay. So this is how it's gonna work. Semis are gonna pull up over the pits here. This is front hopper, back hopper. They unload into these augers, which go into the leg, which goes into the hopper bottom. The hopper bottom unloads into that yellow auger, which goes into the dryer. The dryer is gonna process somewhere between 500 to 1,000 bushels an hour, and it'll come out the end there by Cooper. It'll go up the auger into this wagon, and then from the wagon, we'll either have this auger on, which will fill this bin, or we'll have this auger on, which fills that bin. Both this bin and this bin have aerated floors, meaning we can blow air up through the corn, so when the corn comes out of the dryer, it's hot, like 100 degrees hot. You can't leave it in the bin at that temperature, otherwise it'll go bad very quickly. So we turn the fans on in these bins and it blows cold air through it and it cools it down. The colder the better. Oh yeah, that bin back there can do it too, but it's not on these two auger cycle, but we have a way we can get corn to there if we need to. So anyway, once this bin's full, we just let it be. This bin can hold 50 semi-loads, so 50,000 bushels of corn. But this bin, you notice how we got this auger coming out the door? Well, it goes to this red auger here. This red auger goes right into the side of the machine shed. There's an auger system in the ceiling in the machine shed, so that way we can fill the entire length of the machine shed if we want to. Between the hopper bottom, which holds 18,000 bushels, the big bin, which holds 50,000 bushels, we call this bin the cooling bin. It holds 14,000 bushels. The 42-foot bin back there holds 36,000 bushels. The big machine shed holds 120,000 bushels. We have two bean bins over at another farm. They hold 13,000 bushels each. And then we have a few other bins throughout, so we can get a couple more thousand bushels here and there. But these are our primary bins for storage. We don't have enough storage to hold all of our crops, so we do take some to the co-op. And the reason why we have these bins is because that way we can carry on to the corn and we can therefore capture carry in the market. If you look at the futures price for corn or beans, it's usually more than the current price is now. So by being able to have the bins here, we can store the grain, then we can sell it at a later date for a higher price. So it's one way we can mitigate some risk here on the farm. Bins are super handy to have. I would like to build a lot more, but they're very expensive. This bin behind me, if we built another 50,000 bushel bin, it would cost somewhere around $85,000. Fun fact, we didn't pay anywhere close to that for any of these bins because my grandpa actually bought all these bins used and he put them up himself. The only ones we didn't buy used were the 42-footer out back, the hopper bottom, and the leg. Good job, Cooper. Tiger Cat, what you doing? We got this here so corn shouldn't go spilling all over like it always does. This usually isn't the problem. What happens is we're gone and a belt either burns off of this auger or this auger, so that auger keeps filling up and it overfills this wagon, and that's how we get the big mess. It seems to happen every year, but this is the year it's not gonna happen. Oh, Mary.
Kind of scary. I'm sitting in the combine right now and I'm looking at AgLeader here, and it says, as a operator of this vehicle, you are responsible for its safe operation. By pressing the accept button below, you clarify that you understand how this automatic steering system works. I've never even ran it yet. They're putting a lot of pressure on me. And you accept full responsibility for its safe operation. You know what? I'm out of this thing. The boys can run it. That's putting a lot of pressure on Dad. But you know what? I'm gonna push the accept button, and if I wreck the darn thing, I'm just gonna say I've never seen the beginning. But actually, you do want to make sure with any vehicle, anything you're running, you do take responsibility of running it safe to the best of your knowledge. Oh man. But it's a good thing they do say that, because you'd hate to push some buttons and boom, and then they're like, I told you. Be careful, guys and ladies. We want you all around watching our videos. It's very important. And then you can watch me mess up. We'll get this stuff learned and we'll be showing you along the way how it all works. This is a 220 outlet. We got one little auger that's got a 220 motor on it. So I'm gonna go over to our 3-phase box and I'm gonna hook this up in there and just hook it up to 2 of the fuses and take one out, and then I can get 220 out of it to be able to run our little auger. So I'm making a temporarily permanent fits is what I'm doing. Just getting ready to call it a night. Do you remember when you were little and you got like that Red Ryder, or for you women, you got that really cool bicycle and you couldn't ride it till springtime when the weather got nice? That's how I feel every time I walk in the heated shop. I look behind me and it's like, oh, I am so ready to try this unit out. Just waiting. Maybe tomorrow we'll be running and we're going to be doing some footage on it. But I'm kind of like a kid in a candy store right now. I just want to drive it, see how it runs. Pretty soon we'll be out there giving it a try. Have you ever stepped out in the cold and it was just like, wham, I got to go to the bathroom. It hits you so bad and you can't get your zipper down. I'm going to grab a pair of, I don't need Teflon tape. I'm going to grab a pair of pliers. Sometimes the old zipper, you just got, the life of a farmer. I tell you what, I'm going to show you what Daddy Cornstar eats for supper when nobody's around. First of all, you got to have a glass of milk. Keep them bones healthy. Homemade salsa. Oh yeah, good stuff. Take the potato chips, Tortitos. You put them in a bowl. And then you put the salsa on top of the chips so you can let it soak in. Then when it's nice and soft, you can eat it with a spoon. The best part is ham sandwiches. Easy to make. Put a little Miracle Whip on it. Then potato salad. Very healthy, very good stuff. Then I put the potato salad on my ham sandwich. It saves time. I can eat quicker that way. Am I a smart cookie or what? You guys go ahead and try it.